Blackwood Manor stood silhouetted against the stormy grey sky. Its imposing structure loomed over the desolate landscape. Whispers of its dark history echoed through the nearby village. Tales of unexplained disappearances and tragic deaths clung to the manor like a shroud. Generations had passed, yet the stories persisted. The manor remained abandoned, a testament to its sinister reputation. The Blackwood family, once prominent and respected, had met a gruesome end within its walls. Rumors of a hidden curse and malevolent spirits circulated among the locals. No one dared venture near the property after nightfall. The very air around the manor seemed to vibrate with an unnatural energy. An oppressive silence hung heavy, broken only by the rustling of leaves in the wind. The manor's dark past had attracted numerous ghost hunters and thrill-seekers over the years. None had stayed long enough to uncover the truth. The Blackwood Manor remained an enigma. The wrought-iron gates of Blackwood Manor creaked open, their hinges protesting the intrusion. Eleanor Vance, a renowned historian and investigator of the paranormal, stepped onto the overgrown path. The air grew heavy with the scent of decay. A chilling premonition washed over her. The ancient trees that lined the drive seemed to reach out with skeletal branches, as if trying to ward her off. The mansion's facade was crumbling. Ivy climbed its walls like grasping claws. Windows, once grand and ornate, were now shattered and boarded. The silence was deafening, broken only by the occasional screech of a bird overhead. Eleanor shivered, pulling her coat tighter around her. She felt an unsettling presence watching her every move. As she approached the imposing entrance, the heavy oak door creaked open on its own accord. Eleanor hesitated, her heart pounding in her chest. She took a deep breath and stepped inside. Eleanor Vance was a woman of strong will and intellect. She had dedicated her life to unraveling the mysteries of the past. She was drawn to Blackwood Manor by its dark reputation and the unanswered questions surrounding the Blackwood family's demise. Armed with her research and a keen sense of observation, she was determined to uncover the truth. Eleanor had spent years studying the history of Blackwood Manor. She had pored over old documents, interviewed local residents, and pieced together the fragmented stories. She knew that the manor held a dark secret, a secret that had been buried for generations. She was determined to bring it to light, no matter the cost. Eleanor was not easily intimidated. She had faced her fair share of unexplained phenomena in her years of investigating the paranormal. She believed that every mystery had a rational explanation, and she was determined to find it within the walls of Blackwood Manor. A sudden gust of wind slammed a door shut in the hallway. Eleanor jumped, her heart racing. She turned quickly, but there was nothing there. The hallway stretched out before her, dark and silent. She chided herself for being jumpy, but a sense of unease lingered. She continued her exploration, her flashlight beam cutting through the darkness. As she entered the grand dining room, she noticed the remnants of a lavish meal set upon the long, dust-covered table. Plates and silverware were arranged as if a feast had been interrupted. A single flickering candle cast eerie shadows on the walls. Eleanor felt a chill run down her spine. She knew this was not a natural occurrence. A low moan echoed through the room, seeming to emanate from the walls themselves. Eleanor spun around, searching for the source of the sound. She found nothing. The room was empty, but the moaning continued, growing louder and more insistent. Eleanor felt a growing sense of dread. Eleanor continued her investigation, her senses heightened. She entered the master bedroom, where a large four-poster bed dominated the room. The bedsheets were tangled and torn, as if someone had struggled in their sleep. A faint scent of perfume lingered in the air, a ghostly reminder of the room's former occupant. As Eleanor approached the bed, a cold hand reached out from beneath the covers and grasped her wrist. Eleanor gasped, pulling away instinctively. She stumbled backward, her heart pounding in her chest. She looked back at the bed, but the covers were still. There was no sign of the hand that had gripped her. Eleanor tried to rationalize what had happened. She told herself it was her imagination, a trick of the light. But deep down, she knew that something supernatural was at play. The room felt heavy with an unseen presence. The air crackled with an unnatural energy. She couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched. Eleanor continued her exploration, drawn deeper into the mansion's mysteries. She discovered a hidden passage behind a bookshelf in the library. The passage led down into a dark, damp cellar. The air was thick with the smell of mildew and something else, something metallic and sickening. As Eleanor descended the creaking wooden stairs, she noticed strange symbols etched into the stone walls. The symbols were unfamiliar, unlike any language she had ever seen. They seemed to pulsate with an otherworldly energy. Eleanor felt a growing sense of unease. She knew she was entering a place of great darkness. The cellar was vast and cavernous, stretching out into the darkness beyond the reach of Eleanor's flashlight beam. She could hear the drip, drip, drip of water echoing through the chamber. The sound amplified the silence, making it seem even more oppressive. Eleanor felt a growing sense of panic. She wanted to turn back, but something compelled her forward. Eleanor realized with chilling certainty that Blackwood Manor had been the site of a dark ritual. The symbols, the altar, the dagger, it all pointed to a gruesome act of sacrifice. The Blackwood family hadn't simply met with misfortune, they had been murdered. Their spirits remained, trapped in this place of darkness. Eleanor felt fear, but also a sense of purpose. She had to uncover the truth and bring the Blackwood family story to light. The spirits of the Blackwood family began to manifest around Eleanor. Transparent figures materialized, their faces contorted in agony. They reached out, grasping at her clothes. The spirits revealed the horrifying truth of Blackwood Manor. Eleanor realized the dagger was the key to ending the curse. She struck the altar with all her might. A blinding flash of light filled the cellar. Eleanor emerged from the cellar, shaken but resolute. She had faced the horrors of Blackwood Manor and emerged victorious. But the experience had changed her. She would never forget the terror she had witnessed. She would never forget the spirits of the Blackwood family. Eleanor left Blackwood Manor, leaving its dark history behind. But the manor's secrets lingered in her mind. She knew that some mysteries are best left undisturbed. Some doors are better left unopened.
She wondered if she had truly banished the evil that resided within Blackwood Manor, or if it simply lay dormant, waiting to be awakened once more. As Eleanor walked away, she could feel the eyes of the manor upon her. She could hear the whispers of the wind carrying the echoes of the Blackwood family's screams.